Whole calories in versus calories out, or just eat less and move more, doesn't work for so many people because we're not denying that thermodynamics is a thing. We know that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, it can only be transferred. What we're saying is that the human body is not a machine. Two people can eat the exact same meal and exercise the exact same amount, and they will not only absorb a different amount of energy, but they will store it and burn it differently as well. Thermodynamics completely ignores all of the other things like our gut microbiome, our digestive system, our hormones like our cortisol, insulin, ghrelin, leptin, thyroid hormones. These all have a role to play in how our body stores and burns energy, and it can massively shift, especially if, for example, we're not sleeping well or we're really stressed. It can all play a role in slowing our metabolism down and making the body store more or less fat, as well as inflammation. For most bodies, when we start cutting calories, the body will conserve energy so that we burn less and we move less without us even realizing it. And that's called adaptive thermogenesis. Then we can start looking at things like cortisol from chronic stress, which affects both our appetite and the way that we store fat. Then if we look at the gut microbiome, we can see that there are certain gut bacteria that are more efficient at pulling calories and energy from food than others. So one person's body can effectively extract more or less energy from food than another person's. Going back to metabolism, I think one of the most interesting examples that we've seen in pop culture is The Biggest Loser. I don't know if anyone's seen the latest documentary on Netflix, but one of the contestants says there's no reunion show for a reason because everyone's put the weight back on, if not more. That's not to say that if I decided to start eating 10,000 calories a day, I wouldn't put weight on, because of course I would, but I would probably put on weight at a different rate compared to someone who, say, lives in a larger body than I do right now. Because my body is completely different to theirs and I have different experience. I've got different physiology. So whilst calories in versus calories out can work for some people depending on all the factors we've discussed, it doesn't work for a lot of people for the factors that we've discussed.